Hi guys, welcome to Spartan Station. Today is Monday, April 28th, and I'm so excited you're here. Now, do you know what we're talking about this week? I'll give you some hints. There's pictures behind me. We're talking about zoo animals this week, and today we are starting off with the elephant. Now, Mr. Matt is going to be giving you all the facts about elephants when he does your math activity and talks about science. So here's our elephants right here. And what we are going to do is going to make elephants and do some activities today. All right, the first printout you are going to need is this one. Now you might be thinking, hey, there was a body attached, but I just cut it out because I only wanted the head of the elephant. Now, if we look at this head of this elephant, it's white. Have you ever seen a white elephant? I haven't either. So I have a gray marker here, and you can choose to color with the gray marker, or you can choose to make a rainbow one, anything you want. And I'm going to color. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm actually even going to color up over the eyes because I would like my elephant to have googly eyes. I was lucky enough to go to the dollar store and get myself a pack, and I think they make every activity more fun. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to carefully color. Now, if you want to, you can go ahead and color first and then cut out. That works better because I cut mine out and then decided to color it. I'm doing it on top of another piece of paper so I don't get my markers all over my table. That would not make moms and dads happy. So I'm just coloring it all up. Oh, I have some more over here. All right, let's see. It's getting pretty close. All right, guys. What do you think of my elephant? Does he look like he has leathery skin? Guess what? Elephants have leathery skin. So I'm going to set that down, and I'm going to get my googly eyes. I think, maybe. I like this size googly eye. It's not my smallest one. It's not my biggest one. It's one of my middle ones. Ooh. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that. All right, guys, now I'm going to go ahead and use my glue. Now, if you have different glue, that works out great. Liquid glue actually works a little bit better. But you remember how I had problems with my glue last time? I never fixed it. So I'm going to stick with these to make sure that it works. Now, you have two options of things you can do from here. Do you know the one thing that was missing from our elephant's face? Look at my picture down there. What do elephants have? Trunks. Woo! That's right. Look at those trunks. They're right here. We have, it looks like maybe a dad and a mom and the babies all together. Well, we need to make sure that ours have a trunk. So you have two options. You can go ahead and, there are my googly eyes. Do you think I picked a good size? You can go ahead and cut that out and have your finger come through and be, but what I wanted to do was get some gray paper. Oh guys, I've lost my gray paper. Well, guess what? Mine is going to be even cooler now because it's going to be a polka dotted trunk. Guess what? Sometimes you think, oh, I had a gray piece of paper and I put it somewhere and I can't find it. Did I choose to be sad? Nope. I said, oops, that's okay. I can go ahead and use what I have and make it awesome. So I'm just going to cut a strip of paper like this. And now we're going to cut it like an accordion. Okay. So you're going to bend it this way. Oh, nope. Maybe that way. And then you're going to go bend it this way. And then you're going to say, oh, no, I want to go the other way. And then you're going to bend it this way and say, no, wait, I want to go this way. And you're going to bend it this way. Oh, no, wait, I want to go this way. All right, guys. Woo! What do you think of my trunk? All right, so I'm going to take this, and I'm actually going to use some tape. If I had used the same weighted paper, this one's a little bit thinner or thicker than the paper that I printed my thing out on, and I do not want it to come off. So I'm going to stick it on with some tape. What do you think, guys? Woo! Now you could use a plain piece of paper, you could color a piece of paper and make your trunk any way that you want. But this is our art activity today. So I hope that you love making your elephant with his cute little trunk. Woo! Or maybe it's your fingers. Woo! That's the sound that's the best elephant sound I can make. So that is our art activity today. Our next activity is our math activity, and we're going to be talking about measurements. Now you're thinking, what kind of measurements? Well, we are going to use these that I handed out. Now, if you don't have one of these, if you picked up a packet before, you had one that you could use to measure. Remember, it was bright orange and I laminated it. And if you don't have that, ask your mom if she has a ruler or a yardstick, because that will work too. Now, we have this guy, which is where I'm starting, and this is showing inches. So inches are a form of measurement. I am 5 feet 7 inches. So feet are bigger and inches are smaller. So if we look here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each of these little spots here equals 1 inch. So if each of these are 1, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 6 inches long. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my orange marker because I like orange. I'm going to write the number 6 on my elephant so I can remember how many inches that is. 6. Do you see? This is 6 inches long. So if I wanted to measure something, let's say maybe my glue stick, okay? Here's my glue stick. Well, here's my 6 inches. If I was to line it up, I could count. Are you ready? Let's see if I can do both. Line up at the bottom. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to have to set it down. Let's see. I'll put it like this. 1, 2, 3. It went to here. That means it's 1, 2, 3.5 inches. You can use these to measure lots of different things around your house. So we have an elephant who is 6. Let's see what else we have. A bear. When you go to the zoo, do you see bears? We're not going to talk about bears this week because during Arctic Week, we talk about polar bears. And during the Great Outdoors, we talk about grizzly bears or brown bears and how they hibernate. And so this week, we're going to skip it because we have so many other awesome animals to talk about. So let's see how many inches this bear is. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 inches. Now here's the question, guys. I'm going to write a 5 right here with my gray. Which one is bigger? Which number is bigger? 5 or 6? 6, that's right. 6 is a bigger number. So you can go ahead and use these to measure different things around your house. Let's see what our next one is. It's a horse. All right, guys, how many inches is our horse? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 inches. Is this one of our biggest ones or our smallest ones we've done so far? It's one of our smallest because when we're counting, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, guys, so I wrote my number 4, and you can write your number 4 too if you already have them cut out. And there's our 4. All right, let's see. We've got 3 left. How much is our bunny? Can you tell without even touching it? 3. That's right. There's 3. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, my hands are a little dirty. I've been planting flowers today, and the dirt didn't come off. So sorry if my hands look a little dirty. I should try washing them again. All right, so here is our 3. The bunny is 3 inches long. You see it? 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's see what our next one is. A turtle. Have you ever been to the zoo and seen a turtle? So usually, I call it the sneaky house, but it's the reptile house. Usually if I'm walking down the hill from the carousel and right before I get to the sneaky house or the reptile house, usually that is where I see the turtles. And he's huge. It's the biggest turtle I've ever seen. Well, this turtle is not the biggest turtle I've ever seen. He's just 1, 2 inches. All right, I'm going to pull out a green marker for this one. And we're going to write the number 2. 2. All right, here's my last one, guys. A bee. Do you remember talking about bees last week? Yeah, well, this one is just 1. It even says on it, I am 1 inch. All right, guys, you have all these different things to measure. So what I want you to do is find an object around your house. I'm choosing this marker. Now, how big is this marker? Well, let's see. I think it is as long. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's as long as the elephant. So how many inches is it? 6, that's right. This marker is 6 inches long. Now, what if I have to do something that's bigger? Let's see, what do I have around here that's bigger? Oh, this is one of the activities we're gonna do this week over here. But guys, guess what? If I take this and I do my 6, not quite. What if I add my 5? Oh my gosh, guys, it fits perfect. So if I have 6 inches and 5 inches, how many inches are all together? So let's count. Point to it as I go. Here we go. You pointing? Oh, back low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job. That's the elephant. Now keep going to the bear. What comes after 6? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, an elephant plus a bear equals how big my container is, or 11 inches. You guys can use these all around your house and add up the different numbers to see how long or how big things are. How many animals do you think it would take to see how tall you were? I bet it would take a lot. You'd have to have your mom and dad help you. You'd lay on the floor and they'd count 1 elephant, 2 elephants, 3 elephants, 4 elephants, 5 elephants, 6 elephants. How many elephants would you be? You could find out. Or maybe you want to find some toys or a stuffed animal around your house. Go around your house and find lots of different things that you want to measure. Let's do one more. Let's see. This is my spray bottle I do with the girl's hair. How wide is it? Is it as wide as an elephant? No, it is way smaller than the elephant. It's smaller than 6. Is it as big as the bunny that's 3? No, the bunny is bigger. All right, let's look. Is it as big as the turtle? Almost, but still too big. Guys, is this as big as the bee? Oh, I bet it is a bee and a half. That's how big it measures, or 1.5 inches. You guys can go around your house and use these all over the place. And they're going to be used on, let's see, another day as another activity. Oh, measuring addition on Wednesday. So make sure that you keep them and you have them handy and you measure things all over your house. Now, if you don't have these and you're using a measuring yardstick or a ruler, you can go ahead and look, and what we're looking for is something that's smaller than an inch is called a centimeter. So we don't want the ones that are itty bitty lines right next to each other. Those are called centimeters or even millimeters. Millimeters are the smallest, centimeters are a little bit bigger, inches are a little bit bigger, and feet are a little bit bigger, okay? So I want you to go ahead and look at them, but look for the big 1 on it, and then the big 2, and the big 3, and those are gonna be your inches. So when you're doing it, you can line it up. You don't have to grab different animals to add together, because guess what? A ruler is 12 inches. So guess what? It's longer than a bear and a horse combined. So I bet there's lots of things around your house. You wouldn't even have to add them together to figure out what they measure. You would just know. All right, so that is our measuring for today. Our next activity is a Mr. Matt activity. So make sure that when you're done with my video, or maybe you've already watched it, you go ahead and do Mr. Matt's math video, or letter video. Now, today we're talking about hippos, rhinos, and elephants. And this is your hippo. So if you're doing Mr. Matt's activity, you need this, and he wants you to make sure that you know your letters of the week. Our letters of the week are E, elbow, G, gallop, L, love, and Z for zigzag, z. So he wants you to go find in the capital and the lowercase letters, and he gave you lots of them. Guess what? I did not want to cut them out. It was hard with all the scissors trying to cut them out, so I cut them out with my paper cutter, and I bet your moms and dads might have them. So you're going to take all these letters, and you're going to find those letters. Look, there's a Z, and you're going to glue them onto the hippo, because the hippo wants to eat our letters of the week. So make sure that you do that activity. It's lots of fun, and I bet you could find lots of other fun activities to go ahead and do with these extra letters. Maybe you could go ahead and put them in and see how fast you can grab them, and your mom can be like, F, capital F, lowercase f, and you can lay them out on the floor and see how fast you can find them and time yourself. All right, so that is our letter recognition. Now for our science today, you're going to do all about elephants. And I'm not going to lie, I want to watch Mr. Matt's video. I haven't seen it yet, but he sent me this really cool form. This is the one you're going to need, and it says all about elephants. And it says weight, height. Now weight is how heavy they are. Height is how tall they are. Eat is what they like to eat. Where I live is where they like to live. Predators. Do you remember what predators are? Predators are people that try and eat elephants or eat different animals. And so the predators are the ones that can hurt them. Color and lifespan. How long do they live? And he has all these things down here. All right, let's see. Tree bark, fruit, and grass. Is that how much he weighs? No, that's what he eats. So you'll go ahead and put that there. Let's see. Lions, tigers, and crocodiles. Is that where they live? No, those are the predators. So you can look down here and go ahead and see all the different things. You can find out where they live, Africa and Asia, how tall they are, 10 feet. That is as tall as 1.5 daddies. Maybe even a little bit more. That's crazy. Or a little bit less, I should say. And then 13,000 pounds. And the color is gray. Guys, that's pretty awesome. And then Mr. Matt wants you to do a picture. He's going to go over this, but I thought it was a great activity, so I just wanted to make sure that you looked at it, you knew how to do it, and you make sure that you do it with him. All right, our next activity, ooh, I love this one, is zoo animal movements. Guys, I don't know if you know, but I miss going outside with you. I miss you running around and playing with your friends and playing soccer. Do you remember the rock wall you guys like to build up to the top of, or racing as fast as you can with your bikes? I miss sitting outside and helping you. I miss sitting outside and playing with you. And so I've been trying to come up with outside activities. So these are zoo movement ones because I like to make sure you're moving your body. There's no, I don't know, maybe you do have singing time at home. We have dance parties. We say, hey Google, play me a dance party song. And she plays us dance party songs all the time.
Sure. Here's a YouTube music playlist called O&D Dance
Guys,
Party.
guess what? Google heard me and it's playing music right now. Can you hear it? Okay, Google, stop. Silly Google. Anyways, I want to make sure you're moving. Maybe you can go and tell that you want to have a dance party and they can play music while you do this. So I can roar like a lion. Can I hear your roar? That's my roar. Is yours scarier? Is yours louder? Is yours softer? I can't wait to find out. I can stand on one foot like a flamingo. If you're sitting down right now, I want you to stand up and show me your balance. Oh, are you gonna tip over? Let's try switching feet. Can you balance? I wonder if you could balance and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Are you still balancing? If you are awesome. If you're not, what a fun thing to practice outside. All right, the next one is I can reach up high like a giraffe. And you could stretch and reach just like those giraffes. Or maybe you just reach with your neck and go, eating leaves, and stretch like a giraffe on your tippy toes. All right, this one is I can open my mouth like an alligator. How big's your mouth? People say I can't open my mouth very big. I go to the dentist and he's like, open your mouth a little bigger. And I'm like, that's the most I can open it. Maybe you can open up yours just like an alligator. All right, I can stomp my feet like an elephant. Now, if you're doing this one, you should probably do it outside because if you're upstairs and stomping your feet, it is not going to make your mom and dad happy. So make sure you do your stomping your elephant outside and stomp, 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 stomp. If you remember correctly, Mr. Matt said that an elephant weighs 13,000 pounds. It's a lot, guys. 130, 100 daddies all together is how much they weigh. It's a lot. So that's a lot. So make sure when you stomp, it's loud. Stomp, stomp. And remember, outside. All right, our next one is I can walk like a penguin. We do not have penguins at our zoo, but we have them at our aquarium. And they kind of waddle. Waddle, waddle, waddle. I think it should say I can waddle like a penguin. Waddle, waddle, waddle. All right, what's our next one? I can swing my arms like an orangutan. We do have an orangutan at our zoo. Guys, I'm really sad we didn't get to go to the zoo. I'm actually sad that the zoo's closed right now. I will make sure that I plan our zoo field trip at the beginning of the school year so that we can do it as soon as possible because I know we were really excited about that. So maybe you swing your arms like an orangutan. Pretty cool. All right. I can hop like a kangaroo. We do not have kangaroos. I've never even seen a kangaroo, but I think they sound awesome. And so you can hop around like a kangaroo. Are you still standing from standing on one foot? Can I see you hop like a kangaroo? Can you hop really, really high? Do you think that they ever jump so high that their babies that are in their pouches fall out? I hope no, I hope not. That'd be scary. I bet they're nice and cozy. All right, guys, so I want you to take those movements. I want you to go outside. I want you to wiggle. I want you to move, and I want you to have an awesome time. All right, our next one is the difference between African and Asian elephants. Now, Mr. Matt told you a little bit about this, but I wanted to go ahead and make sure that you had a sheet that kind of told us about it. So I'm going to get a little bit closer and tell you a little bit different. Now, if you remember, Africa and Asia are continents. We've got the whole globe in our hands. We've got North and South America in our hands. We've got Europe, Asia, Africa in our hands. We've got Australia and Antarctica in our hands. We've got the whole globe in our hands. Well, these ones live in Asia and Africa. So let's look at the difference. All right, so if we look, so I accidentally double printed on one side. So let me put another piece of paper behind it so we don't see that. Here we go. Perfect. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so here we go. So this is the Asian elephant, okay? Now he has the tallest he is the arch of his back versus down here where the African elephant is the tallest at his shoulders. Okay, this Asian elephant has 2 humps on his forehead. And guess what? This African elephant's forehead curves and then goes smooth. All right, this ears cover his shoulders. Look how big they are. But guess what? The Asian elephants, the ears do not cover his shoulders. Are you seeing this? Let me see if I can scoot a little closer. All right, our next thing is toes. Guess what? Did you know that the Asian elephant has 4 toes? But guess what? The African elephant only has 3 toes. Is that crazy? All right, and let's see. We have 2 lobes of flesh on the tip of the trunk. So you see how there's 1, 2 spots there. And guess what? They only have 1 here. And guess what? This is the craziest thing. I didn't realize this till right now. 5 toes in the front, 4 toes in the back. 4 or 5 toes in the front, 3 toes in the back. Guys, even though they're elephants, they're different species and they have different things about them. I thought that was pretty awesome. So I want you to study these and look at them and color the picture and see if you can see the difference. Do you think the next time you see an elephant, you can be like, oh yes, that's an Asian elephant. Its ears are small. Or do you think, oh no, that's an African elephant. Do you see how it has its 2 lobes at the end of its trunk? Everyone would think you're so smart. If I was to guess, I'm pretty sure we have African elephants at our Hoko Zoo, but we'll check it out next time we go. All right, and the last part I have is this one because I thought it was awesome. All right, different parts of an elephant. So we have, I'm sure Mr. Matt will teach you all about this. These are his tusks. Okay, so those are tusks. We have his trunk, as we talked about. Oh, guys, looking at this one, what do you think? Is this an Asian elephant or an African elephant? Oh, look at my picture. I'm going to say it is for sure an African elephant. You should double check me. What do you think? All right, so we have its tusks, its trunks, its ears, and its foot. So you go ahead and find those words at the bottom. Foot, ear, trunk, tusks. Okay, so I'm going to look at them and try and figure out what those words are and cut them out and match them up to the top. All right, guys, that is all about elephants. I actually really love elephants. My goal one day is to be able to go on an African safari and ride on an elephant. Do you think I'll be able to? One time I went to the county fair and they had elephant rides and I almost did it, but then I didn't because I thought, I don't know if the elephant seems very happy. I shouldn't tell them it's okay to keep elephants just for rides. But maybe one day I'll go on an African safari and see real elephants and ride on them when they're out in their own special habitats. Are you guys going to go on African safari someday? What other animals do you think I would see there? Well, guess what? We are going to find out this week as we talk about all the different animals. So don't forget to listen to the story time. Miss Aubrey and Miss Megan are doing those special for you. And don't forget to do science and math with Mr. Matt and look at his circle time every single day so that you are still learning even though we aren't together. I miss you guys and I hope to see you soon.